Seniors, I know you're ready for the graduation, but that anticipation needs to be prolonged just a little bit longer so I can share with you once more, just a few words. Parents, colleagues, esteemed board members, and the class of 2021. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity. I'd like first to thank the parents for the privilege of working with your children. Thank you for entrusting us with ensuring an academically excellent education supported by strong values. Class of 2021, as you leave UNIS Hanoi, I'd like to speak briefly to our values as a school as you prepare to pursue your chosen path. This spring, you affirmed a new set of values for UNIS that I believe encapsulate well the qualities of the class of 2021. Curiosity, courage, integrity, diversity, community, and responsibility. And I promise not to dedicate more than 7 minutes to each of those. You are about to transition from high school to university and to pursue another defining experience. Many of you are leaving your family and our home and host country, Vietnam. Some of you for the first time. Today, I want to draw on a message that resonated for me last year and continues to resonate this year. I want to advise you, as you pursue your next steps, to flirt with your possible selves. In their book, The Power of Moments, the authors note that when people rank the 10 most important things that happen in lives, from leaving school, to going to university, to finding a job, to falling in love, or to getting married, 6 out of 10 happen between the ages of 15 and 30. That's you. You are just beginning the most meaningful period of transition in your life. And all of these transitions represent opportunity if you stay open to those possibilities. With our values in mind, I want to suggest that you remain curious and courageous. Stay open to what I'll label your adjacent possible selves. Flirt with your possible selves. Try new things. And if you think you and your preferences don't change much over time, psychologist Dan Gilbert would invite you to think right now of your haircut in your grade 8 yearbook photo. The most momentous changes to our personalities happen between the ages of 18 and our late 20s. And now is a time of transition, a time to draw on the fresh start effect. Think about which possible you want to explore now. Be courageous. David Epstein, who wrote Range, argues that those who will be successful in future will have range, a breadth and depth of knowledge. In many ways, that is what the excellent academic courses at UNIS have provided you with, both breadth and depth, as is probably evident when you realize that your parents can't help you with your homework. There's a danger, of course, as you go forward and go to university, that you'll know more and more about less and less. Your knowledge will become more deep. And I want to encourage you to continue to learn and become knowledgeable in a deep way, but simultaneously ensure that your knowledge stays broad. Continue learning, be that formally or informally, and explore broadly. Even if you didn't like TOK, you might just appreciate it later. You may not even heard of yet the thing that will become your passion. Epstein, the same author, provides examples of a number of famous people who didn't know what they wanted to do when they grew up. He speaks of athletes who turned to their sport at your age, not earlier. He draws on history and notes that Charles Darwin first studied to be a medical doctor, but dropped out of medical school because he hated it. He decided he'd be a clergyman, and it was only because of a very unusual gap year aboard the HMS Beagle that he found his life's work and came to write on the origin of the species. He studied many things before settling on what became his life's work. So remain curious. Next, I suggest that you act with integrity. And by this I do mean be honest with others, but also with yourself. And I mean for you to embrace the opportunity at university to pursue what you really want to do. The author, Csikszentmihalyi, in his book Flow, suggests that we must do that by which we are intrinsically motivated. And you recall that intrinsic motivation is that which comes from within, not from without, not from others' expectations or some societal expectation or what others think we should do, but rather by what comes from within. Csikszentmihalyi suggests, quote, "It does not matter what the choice is, as long as it's an expression of what the person genuinely feels and believes." This is the authenticity to which Mr. Wiggins referred. Inauthentic projects are those a person chooses because they feel they ought to be done, or because that's what everyone else is doing. I want you to author your own definition of success and to act with integrity. And sometimes the decisions will be difficult. I encourage you, when you can't decide, to flip a coin. Don't let the coin toss decide which direction to go. Trust the gut reaction to the result you see when you toss that coin. And be authentic in your reaction. Class of 2021, as someone new to UNIS this year, I know I don't enjoy the privilege of knowing you as well as I would like. At the same time, you have impressed me. Because of your varied interests and your chosen paths, you are a diverse bunch of young people from different places and with different goals. I won't pretend UNIS is a utopia. Utopias are a fiction. But there is an incredible strength in the diversity that we have here on our campus. And I know that many of you appreciate that diversity and have benefited in ways that you may not even yet recognize. Your worldview has been shaped by your decision to learn here. As you leave UNIS to pursue your personal paths, I know many of you will have fond memories of your time here because of our sense of community. Your most enduring memories may be those of a best friend, a particular teacher, or a moment on the sports pitch, on the court, in the pool, on this stage, behind a bandsaw, behind an easel, behind the debate podium, or many of the other ways that you've demonstrated your own talents. You have been afforded a tremendous opportunity, and many of you have taken full advantage of what's on offer at UNIS. Even if you may not feel it now, you leave UNIS well prepared for the challenges and the rewards ahead. And I ask you to recall that your success today represents your hard work, but also that of your teachers, all the way from elementary right through secondary. Learning is a journey. Finally, it's a word you've been waiting to hear. Finally, it is your sense of responsibility that strikes me most. During the interview process to join UNIS Hanoi, it was your voice, that of the students, that weighed heavily when I decided where I wanted to work. You spoke to me of your sense of responsibility, your desire to work on the SDGs, and of making the world a better place. Exit interviews with the senior class tell me that many of you know we could still do better as a school. We can be more responsible. But that identification that you made between the gap between where we are and where we'd like to be encouraged me to believe that we're on the right track educationally. Your education is allowing you to identify those shortcomings. You demonstrate a sense of leadership and responsibility that I wasn't even considering when I left high school in 1989 with only two goals: to grow a better mullet and to improve the stereo in my Russian-made Lada car. Class of 2021, we're proud to send you off into the world. You have worked hard, You have enjoyed the support of some wonderful teachers, of fantastic friends, and incredibly supportive families. Before you head off to flirt with your possible selves, ensure that you express your gratitude, as our student speaker suggested, to all of those who've made this evening possible. Your teachers, your friends, and of course, your family. And as you flirt with your possible yous, stay curious, stay courageous, act with integrity, and be kind to others and to yourself. We will genuinely miss you.